Hi everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a skincare and makeup routine video. I have foundation on in this clip, but that's just like an editing problem and I'll be barefaced in the next clip, I promise. So I'm wearing a tank top and jeans, and that's just a normal everyday outfit for me to go with this normal everyday look. And also I painted that painting. So the first thing that I do is cleanse my face with Cetaphil. It's from CVS, you guys have probably heard of it. So I just pump some onto my fingers, rub it into my skin. I also rub it into my upper chest and neck, and even the back of my neck and behind my ears, just because I include that as part of my face skin. I would say that it's kind of like your face because it's also exposed and it also gets the sun and all this stuff that your face gets, so why not include that as well? So I pat my face down with a paper towel. I use the underside, so the side that's closest to the roll. And I use a paper towel instead of a towel because towels have a lot of bacteria and we use them for multiple days. So the bacteria stays for days and that's nasty. I use a paper towel because you can just pat and then you throw it away when you're done. Even though I know that's bad for the environment, don't come for me. Next, I use toner. This is the Fenty Skin toner, so the Rihanna brand. It works really well, but I've never used a toner before, so I have no idea. So the way that I do it is I pour a dot or two onto my index finger, and then I get my other index finger and dab them together and then dab that on my face. And I also get my neck and upper chest to, like I said before, I include that with everything. So next is my face medicine. It is an acne gel. It's clindamycin, and it was prescribed to me by my dermatologist. So you need a prescription to use this. It just gets rid of your acne scars and brings down the amount of acne that you have, I think. I don't know if it works actually. And I put it on my neck and chest. And lastly, I use this face lotion. This is the CVS brand, but I usually use CeraVe, the blue one, the face lotion. So it's just a lotion for your face specifically, and I just put that on top to seal in everything that I just did. Okay, so now we're on to part two, the makeup. So I start with primer, of course. This is the Sephora brand primer, and I had never used this before. I just bought it before I made this video, and it was blue. That shocked me. Yeah, so I just prime my face, same way as I always do with the two index finger thing. And then I rub in circles. I don't pat like I usually do. And yeah, also get my neck. So I use these triangle sponges instead of brushes or instead of my fingers to apply my makeup. The foundation that I'm using is the Maybelline Fit Me for oily skin. I'm color 330 or toffee. Yeah. Oh, I like to shake it out. That's like my favorite part of putting on makeup. It's so fun. I also do this with nail polish. Anyway, yeah, so it's for oily skin and it's from CVS. So I put the foundation onto the triangle sponge like that, just a dot, and then I just apply the sponge to my face. Here's some more footage of me doing that. Yeah, and I also put makeup on the bottom of my chin. So I conceal with this mini NARS concealer. I don't know the color actually. Um, and I don't conceal under my eyes and do the triangle thing. I just cover up certain spots of dark spots that like you can still see. I just cover those and that's all that I do with this concealer. So then I get that same sponge that I used earlier and I just pat in the concealer on top of the foundation. Next is brows, and I was blessed enough to have really thick eyebrows that I don't really need to do anything to. They're actually too furry and hairy sometimes, so I have to like shave off the bottom or like rearrange the shape. As you'll see right here, I recently got them waxed, so the tail was a little shorter than I liked it to be, so I just draw the tail to be longer. And next is highlight. So I use this Fenty Beauty highlight duo. I use the right side, and that's called Mo Honey. And I take my fan brush and I just kind of dust the fan brush over the top like that. And I get both sides because I put both sides of my skin. So then I make this face where you can see your cheekbones really well. And then I just follow the line with my highlighter. Now watching the clip, I can really see the difference of the highlight, like it really works. And now onto the eyes. So right now I'm going to prime my eyes. I have really tiny eyelids, so I prime all the way up until under my eyebrow, like literally that whole entire area that's not even my eyelid anymore. And also, I switch hands when I do the other eye. You'll see this as well when I do the actual eye look. With my left hand, I do my left eye, and with my right hand, I do my right eye. Oh, and that primer was the Sephora brand primer, just like the big one that I used earlier. So this is me, how I smooth in the primer. I use my index finger and I try to be soft. So the first palette I'm using is the Blueya Away palette by Morphe. I'm going to be using this brown color at the bottom. I don't know what it is because the palette isn't labeled. And I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. I like this poofy round side. That's my favorite brush of all time. Yeah, and I'm going to be putting the brown on the outside of my eye, like all the way at the top under my eyebrow. Can you see that brown line that I just made? So as I said earlier, I have really tiny eyes, so I put my eyeshadow all the way at the top, like this. Here's me trying to blend those out and make them look symmetrical. I have a thing where I need my eyes to be super, super symmetrical. So the next palette I'm using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture. I'll be using this gold in the middle, and this gold is going to go on my actual eyelid, so on the bottom of the look, sort of. And then it's going to move up into the top and blend into the brown that's right under my eyebrow. So it should look like down, up, and to the side on both eyes. Here's me making the eyeshadow face. As you can see, so I'm trying to blend it, the inside with the outside, so I'm sort of focusing on the middle. Yeah, and this is the final eyeshadow look. So it's like a gradient of gold and it turns into a dark brown at the top. So now we're at the eyeliner. This is the Sephora brand eyeliner in black. I also have one in white, but I've never used it. And tell me in the comments, do you guys use a white eyeliner? Is that cool? So how I make the wing is I press one side of the brush into the place where my eye creases, like the corner. And then I switch hands and I press into the other side like that. And I'm trying to get them as symmetrical as possible. So usually what happens is I can't make it symmetrical, but I keep trying so the wing keeps getting bigger and bigger and more extreme and more extreme. And that's exactly what happened here. So here's where I should have stopped. It looks good, right? But it just wasn't symmetrical enough for me. Oh, and I have a mirror on the side too that I use when I'm really trying to get that good wing. So right now I'm trying to put a line under my eye. I do this to make the wing like extend under my eye. Can you see that line that I just made? I'll be doing that on the other side and making it thick. It makes my eyes look bigger than they are just because the eyeliner is bigger than my actual eye. So here's me extending the line, making it longer and thicker. And now I'm putting a little leg, I say because it looks like a spider leg, on the bottom of my eye. Here's what it looks like with the leg and with the extended wing on the bottom. See how big it makes my eyes look? And now I'm putting the second wing on top. So I try to copy the shape of the first wing, and then I make a triangle and fill that in order to make a second wing. And I think second wings are cool, and also legs are cool. Just doing whatever you want with your eyeliner is cool, and changing it every time is cool, or keeping it the same is cool. So this is the final look without the hair. I was shocked because I thought I looked so pretty. And here's my setting spray. It's Makeup Forever brand, just the mini one. I usually spray 5 times and then fan it in with my hands. But this time I didn't reach my face, it was too far away, so I had to do it again. Yeah, and I'll just fan it in with my hands after that. And the only thing I ever put on my lips is petroleum jelly. This is the CVS brand one, and it's also the coconut flavored one. So I just put some petroleum jelly on my ring finger, and then I just smooth it into my lips, and that's it. Now onto my hair. So I'm taking out the nasty bun, and I have to shake out all of my hair because it's like in the up direction, you know? And my hair is shorter than usual. I just cut it and it's kind of at an awkward length where it's not shoulder length yet. So I don't really have a lot of styles to do with it, just buns and stuff. And for this look, I'm going to be using the Pattern Beauty Argan Oil. It's just normal argan oil, but Pattern Beauty is owned by Tracy Ellis Ross, the actress, so it's black owned, and I swear by their products. So if you're looking for black owned, curly girl stuff, I totally recommend. I'm just rubbing the argan oil onto the top and the bottom of my hair. I'm not really getting the inside because, it's whatever, you know? And here's me tucking my hair behind my ears, which I thought looked cute, and it did. But then I remembered that scene from Radio Rebel where Debbie Ryan puts her hair behind her ears and I had to take it out. So in between the last clip and this one, I put on earrings and put more argan oil on the inside of my hair, but then it became too flat, so I shook it out since I like the messy look. And yeah, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just an everyday look for me. Yeah, and this is really fun to make. I'll see you guys next week. New video every Wednesday and sometimes Sundays. Bye!